I did not get one package from Right Stuff this month. Yet again, for another month, Right Stuff sent me nothing in January. As you can see, Right Stuff finally sent me my packages. Hello all of my otaku friends, my name is Prof Otaku, and welcome back to my channel. We have a mega unboxing for you guys this month. I cannot wait to show you guys what I got. We're going to go back in time to the beginning of the month. We're going to see all this stuff unboxed in real time. We've got some real bangers in here. Super excited. Alright, enough talking from me. Let's get started. It is the beginning of February, and this month is going to be an unboxing month. We are going to do live reactions throughout the month of me unboxing the hundreds of packages that are coming in. I finally got a huge shipment of manga from the winter sale, which I had just been waiting forever for. They were also holding all my pre-orders hostage. I also got an amazing box set, some extra unexpected goodies, and some really cool Blu-rays. So I'm super excited to show you everything. So let's start with the big kahuna. This is the One Piece box set 4 that I had ordered in like April of 2021. Hopefully the condition is good. It's been at least 2 weeks since it got here. So let's see how everything looks. So this is the first time I've bought a big box set from Right Stuff, and I've never seen this box kind of shape before, so this is pretty cool. Here we go. Oh, it's like a present. Here it is. Yay! Alright, One Piece box set 4. Let's clear this table off and look at it a little more closely. The condition itself looks fantastic. I love the way this box looks compared to the other boxes. I love this dark red. It just seems really cool. Honestly, just from the outside, this box set is probably my favorite box set. Right now, for those of you who are curious, I have just finished the Skypiea arc, and so I'm going into the next one probably in the next month or so. I had some issues with Skypiea, but you know, the rest of the series itself before that was so good. We just gotta keep going. So let's open this, see what the volumes look like inside. Alright, so we've got volumes 71 to 90. Huge gap for some reason in here. Why is there a big gap in here? Do I have volume 70 on my shelf? Hold on. Yeah, I do have volume 70 on my shelf. I don't know why there's this huge gap in here. But yeah, the overall condition of the volumes looks great. I like that the logo consistency, that's always a huge plus in my book. So, and actually all of my One Piece volumes back there have the old Viz logo on the bottom, so now we're going to be into the new Viz stuff, which is fine. Let's take a look at some of the extra stuff, because I don't know what the extra stuff is in this box set. This is The Solitary Journey of Jinbei. I have no idea what that is, but these are little short stories. They have the other ones as well. They have a Dragon Ball crossover, and they also have the original one-shot as well in box set number 1. So another little extra side piece. Not great quality, but you know, it's just cool to have. And we have the poster as well. I love the posters. So let's see what this is. Alright, very nice. I haven't seen it. Let's see. Oh, it's a swimsuit one. Okay, alright. Yeah, got some culture there with Nami. Okay, I'll take it. And I like Tony Chopper's face. That's cool. And then you have, oh, okay, this is when they're all kids. I think there's an arc where they're all kids again. So this is really cool. I'm going to have to decide which one I'm going to put up. I think I'm going to put up actually the swimsuit one, because this one is just super colorful and super creative. All right, next up is a small package. This comes from Reddit, and this is a really special Blu-ray set that I was able to pick up at a great price. Let's take a look. You know this is a weeb of culture when they're sending their used products in a Right Stuff box. So, you know, I always keep all my boxes in the closet, and I love to send out in Right Stuff packaging. You just know it's going to come in a good condition. So, all right, and nice. All right, so this is a fun one. I have been looking for this for a very long time, and I'm just glad to have gotten it. This is the Blu-ray release of Kill la Kill, and you're thinking to yourself, well, Prof, there's the box set. What do you mean the Blu-ray release of Kill la Kill? Well, this is the Blu-ray release before the box set. So they released them in the standard Blu-ray 5-volume set, and then Aniplex put them together in that really crap box set with really like crappy extra stuff for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I actually ended up picking this up for way less than $100. This series is an anime original by Studio Trigger, fantastic studio, and it's basically how do you describe Kill la Kill? Go look it up. Go look up Kill la Kill. I can't give you a good explanation. You're just going to have to watch it yourself. But I can tell you that it's a fantastic anime. It was super fun. I love the power system. I love all the characters. You know, the animation style and Studio Trigger style is so different. But if you can really get into their stuff, it's just such an enjoyable ride. So I'm super glad to have these. Thank you so much to the seller for giving these to me, and I cannot wait to have these in my collection. So earlier today, I actually went to Books A Million. I currently am reading We Never Learn, and I finished volume 8. I was out of We Never Learn, and I said, you know what? We need to buy some manga. And I'm not gonna wait. I actually just got a Books A Million membership, and they give you coupons, $25 off 100, so that's 25% off, plus you get 10% off on the membership, so you're looking at 35% off every book, and cumulatively that's actually better than the Right Stuff prices. So at least now with Right Stuff increasing their prices. So if you're looking to get your manga immediately and you buy a lot of manga, the BAM membership is actually what you should get now. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I think Books A Million is going to become my go-to shopping place for manga because I can control what I'm buying in terms of the quality. I'm not going to be getting any of that crazy Italian manga, which is going to be part of another video that hopefully I post later this month. But yeah, this is just a great way for me to be able to pick up this series. And so, like I said, I read volume 8 already, and so I read 7 and 8, and I picked that up a couple days ago. And then I also picked up volume 6 of Ran in the Gray World, so I have the rest coming from Right Stuff hopefully this month, so I can go ahead and just read all 7 volumes. And then I also picked up volumes 9 to 19 of We Never Learn. So this is a fantastic harem series. I highly recommend you check it out. This is a 21 volume series. 20 just got released. 21 gets released in May, and that's the end of the series. So when volume 21 gets released, I'll pick up 20 and 21, and I will be done collecting this series. So I'm glad to have picked this all up in a big chunk. Hi y'all, it's February 9th, and I am here with the first of 5 Right Stuff packages. This is super heavy. This contains stuff from the winter sale and also some pre-orders, but there's definitely some hardcovers in here, I can tell you that. So let's unbox this thing. Alright, we've got a huge stack of manga to get through, so here we go. I'm so excited. I have been waiting for this stuff for such a long time, since December, especially the pre-orders, and it really bothered me, and I'm so glad I didn't just crack and go to the bookstore and pay full retail. So let's show you guys what I got. First up is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Volume 12, and this series is absolutely fantastic. I love what it's been doing recently. It's so dark, it's so scary, the story's great, the artwork is some of the best artwork that is going on in manga right now. So different, I highly recommend you check it out. Next up is Shaman King, Big Boy Omnibus, volume 16, 17, and 18. We have some pretty severe damage here in the corner, but it is Kodansha, so of course there's going to be damage. But I've really been enjoying Shaman King. Every omnibus gets better and better, and I love how dark the series is turning. I love the power system of the shamans. It's really cool. It's very creative. You can say something about the execution of the battles, but overall this is a great series, and I do recommend you pick these up. Next up is one that I've been waiting for forever. Blood on the Tracks, Volume 7 by Shuzo Ishimi. This series is so good. It's so dark with the tension between the mom and the boy. It's basically this story about a mom and a boy, and it's just something happens in the first volume, and it's their relationship after this big incident. And at the end of volume 6, big boom. So this, I just cannot wait to dive into this. This is going to be one I read in the next couple days. Next up is Fire Force. This is the same mangaka who did Soul Eater. This one's ending very soon. The last chapter just got written, I think like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. So this is done. So we've probably got maybe 5 more volumes of this, 6 more volumes, and then we're all done with Fire Force. So this has been a really fun series. A little confusing, but really cool with the firefighter system and the political angst and the power system. The cast of characters are also really strong. You can say something about the fan service, but you know, I like fan service. Next up is a new series, Semelporis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Volume 1. This is a 7 Seas release, same size as the Die Dark releases. But this is basically about, there's this post-apocalyptic world where it's these monsters are attacking a city, and these girls are in charge of killing the monsters, but it's a Yuri romance. So super different than the Yuri stuff that I usually read, which is school life type of stuff. So I am excited to get into this. Hopefully it's good. I just got it because I think the sci-fi post-apocalyptic element's really cool, and then I just realized after I bought it that it was a Yuri. So we'll see how this goes. Next up is Higehiro. After being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway. This is volume 2. This series was okay. You know, when I read volume 1, it seemed a little bit too spread out with its idea. Like, it had a really cool premise, but then it got away from it within 2 chapters. So hopefully this volume kind of brings things back in with, you know, bringing in this girl into his apartment after after she'd ran away from home. And it's a really cute relationship, but it is kind of weird because he's older and she's underage. So I don't know how that's going to play out. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. If this volume sucks, it's going to the trash. Next up is a series I absolutely love and adore, even though I've only read 1 volume of it, and that's Yotsuba Volume 7. I am waiting to get like volume 2 or volume 3, and then I can read the series up to like volume 8. I love the first volume. I could not stop laughing. I think Yotsuba as a character is absolutely hilarious, and I think this should be on everybody's manga shelf for a slice of life series. So highly recommend you get Yotsuba. I think reprints are starting to happen. Next up is Komi Can't Communicate Volume 16. The last volume, there was a huge cliffhanger with some tension between Komi and another girl vying for some relationship stuff. So we'll see how this pans out. I'm glad to see some rom-com elements being presented in this manga, but I do think it's a little bit convoluted with the side characters and characters I just don't care about. And I think that Komi needs to be the shining star, and I hope that they focus on Komi in the next several volumes. And I just realized I forgot to turn on my ring light, so probably the lighting is like 100 times better. But let's keep going with this box. There's so much manga to get through. Alright, next up is Ajin. I thought that this was like upside down. That's why I paused. This is Ajin Volume 17. This is the end of the series. This is it. And I binged 1 to 15. I thought it was so good. I read 16, and we're in the last battle. It's so action-packed. You've got these demi-humans who are a menace on society according to the regular humans. And then you've got all these people attacking the demi-humans, and you don't choose to be a demi-human, it just happens. And so our main character is a demi-human, and it's about his journey against the government of Japan and against the world, how these demi-humans came to be. The artwork itself is some of the most gruesome artwork in manga. It is so dark, so cool, and I just can't wait to see how this ends. I really think that this can be a really 9 out of 10 series if it ends really well. Next up is everybody's most heartwarming manga in their collection, A Man and His Cat Volume 5. And this is, if you got an animal and if you got any sort of inkling of love for furry animal things, then you definitely want to pick this up. Not only is it a cute relationship between a man and his cat, but it's also so much more than that. It's about loss and coming back from that, creating a friendship when you're alone. It's really heartwarming, and it's also really, really funny. I love the way that this manga has been going the last several volumes. It's just a great mix of everything you want in a slice of life. Highly recommend A Man and His Cat. Next up is Way of the House Husband Volume 7. Here's another cat. I love Way of the House Husband. It continues to be fresh and exciting for me every time I read it. I like the scenarios. I like that I can sit down and just, if I'm having a bad day, just pick up one of these volumes and just have a couple of laughs. I highly recommend you check this out if you had any sort of inkling of enjoyment of the anime. Next up is Beastars Volume 16. No, I have not started Beastars. Yes, it is very far on my backlog, and no, I don't have any plans to read this anytime soon. I think at this point I might just collect the whole thing. I need somebody in the comment section to tell me, hey, you need to put this on the top 3 TBR right now. Next up is a hardcover, Fist of the North Star Volume 3. I have not started this series yet, but I heard that this is the predecessor to JoJo's, and JoJo's had a lot of influence from this. Post-apocalyptic, kind of like Mad Max Fury, but like in manga form. So it seems really interesting. These releases are really beautiful, and the artwork is absolutely incredible. I can't wait to dive into this series. This might be one I dive into now that I've got 3 omnis of this. Next up is a twofer. I actually got the same series, and it had been so long since I got the first pre-order that I got both pre-orders at the same time. This is volumes 24 and 25 of Golden Kamuy. I'm telling you what, this could be one of the top 3 seinen series. Is it in my top 10? No. Is it in my top 20? Probably. I think that this has, for me personally, and other people have complained about this, the problem with this is that there's no streamlined story. It kind of jumps around all over the place. You know, there's cooking, there's fighting, there's historical, there's slice of life, there's comedy. And for some people that's like, hey, you know what? I just want Goodnight Poom Poom Depression. I want bang, one storyline. But for me, this makes the story so interesting, and the world is so deep, and it makes things so varied that I continue to stay entertained chapter by chapter. I can't wait to read this. This is one of my favorite series to read. Next up is My Senpai is Annoying Volume 6. I'm going to be putting out a rom-com video within the next week, and I'm going to talk about this. So I won't talk too much about this right now. Is this getting old already? Yeah, in 5 volumes it actually kind of is. It's kind of like a worse Wotakoi in my opinion. So we'll see how this volume goes. I do like that it is full color. It does make the reading experience a lot better, but other than that, I think it's a very standard rom-com. Another interesting series that I picked up that I just never heard of before is a total blind buy. It's called Robo Sapiens Tales of Tomorrow. This is an award-winning science fiction manga, and basically it's about how robots take over the world and the human race is dying. And so it's like, what is this post-apocalyptic world like? And this kind of reminds me of like Planet of the Apes in terms of the vibe that it's giving off. So this is an omnibus, and I don't know how many volumes are in here. I think it's just a 2-volume series, but this is the whole thing. So if you are looking for a sci-fi series, I highly recommend, you know, maybe picking this one up if you want something a little different. It's really old school artwork too, so very minimalistic, you know, within the boxes and stuff like that. I think I'll read this. I might do a review on this to kind of give some more attention if it's any good. And last but not least, Full Metal Alchemist, the hardcover editions. This is 9, 10, 6, and 8. So I picked up the whole thing on Right Stuff. I got these for $10 a pop, which is just absolutely fantastic. These are 1.5 volumes per hardcover. These feel great in the hand, super heavy, more heavy than the Fist of the North Star hardcovers. And the reason why I got this is because I hate that Aniplex monopolized the anime, and I refuse to pay the $200 for the box sets, the 2 box sets for the anime, and I'd rather have the manga form anyway. I'd like to enjoy this in its original format, and I love the manga cut, and I love the story, and I think that this is just going to be a more memorable way for me to collect Full Metal Alchemist. I just got lucky that it was on sale after I missed the sale 2 years ago. Hello all of my otaku friends, it is February 10th, and just a day after a big package, I just got 2 more. Super excited to open these. I can't remember what's in these because I actually have 2 more coming on the 14th. So this is just crazy. It's just like Christmas every day. I'm super excited. Let's start with the small package first. Where's the... Oh, I was like, where's the volume? Okay, so it's a single volume. I think I know what this is. All right, Blue Period Volume 5. If you aren't reading Blue Period, you have to get it. I heard the anime dropped the ball because of some pacing issues, but this is seriously could be one of my top 20 manga. I mean, it is so good. It's definitely one of my top 20 ongoing series. It is so well done. The characters are great. The information on art is beautiful, and it's really cool to see the character development. I think the character development, not only in our main character, but also in all of our characters, is so well done. So this is an intriguing story. Even if you're not into art, you're definitely going to be into this series. Anybody can get into this series, and I highly recommend you check out Blue Period. It should be pretty easy to get a hold of now. I think they've been reprinting some, so definitely get your hands on it. All right, we've got one more package here, another big package. I'm not sure what's in here, so we're going to find out. Oh my goodness. So looks like they did bundles. So let's take a look at this first bundle. I'm going to put this box here on the ground, and I'll pull up the bundles as it is time to unveil them. Okay, here we go. So first up is Undead Unluck Volume 5. One more for this one. If this sucks, I'm leaving it to the curb. I'm selling my whole set. The story's great. I think Fuki as a character is great, but Andy is kind of a weak character. I think the storytelling and the premise is pretty cool. It's just the way that it's executed. The pacing is off. The power system isn't explained very well. The artwork is fantastic, but overall, I just can't see myself getting into this anymore. So I really hope this turns around because Volumes 1 and 2 were pretty good, and then 3 and 4 have been taking a nosedive. Also in this package is Yotsuba Volume 3. I just need Volume 2, but that is just out of stock right now. I hope Yen Press reprints this soon. Next package, here we go. Okay, we have 2 volumes here. We have Chainsaw Man Volume 9, and oh my gosh, look at that misprint on Volume 9. Man, it's like they didn't even try to put it center. That is terrible. I mean, apparently, from what I've heard, this is like a common occurrence, is the spine being off. So, I mean, I guess I'm just one of the unlucky ones. But I am pretty glad to have this. I'm hoping that this series picks up. It's been more of a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me. This isn't... Chainsaw Man is not a superstar series, in my personal opinion. But maybe I need to read the whole thing whole way through just to get a good vibe of the pacing and the action. Also in this package is number 5 volume 3 by Taya Matsumoto. I have not read this one yet, but I heard this is a really cool post-apocalyptic sci-fi manga. Really cool artwork, really cool premise. So I definitely think this is going to be one I'm going to read very, very soon. Next package. By the way, there's like 5 packages in here, so it's literally like opening up Christmas presents. Okay, we have... here. Okay, we have Chainsaw Man Volume 8. Believe it or not, I had been waiting so long for pre-orders from like December that it actually has stacked up. So now I can read 8 and 9 together. So I know that we're in a new arc, or we're starting this new arc, and it actually seems pretty cool. You got all these different teams coming together. So I just can't wait to get into it. I do have to say that the cover on this one is really, really cool. Next up is Komi Can't Communicate Volume 17. This is another manga that stacked up from December, and now I'm getting it now with Volume 16 of Komi. So I've got 2 volumes of Komi Can't Communicate. Super excited to read this, and it's going to be fun to read both of them at one time. Last but not least, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 9. Is this a superstar rom-com series? No, I don't think it is, and I think that this is a fun read to turn your brain off. I like the dynamic of Nagatoro and Senpai and how things have been progressing, and it's been really cute, but I don't think this is anything special per se. But that is to say that I do enjoy the series, and I will continue to pick it up until it's completed, or unless something really bad happens that I don't like. Next package. Okay, what is in this one? Oh, yes! Oh, woohoo! I'm so excited for this one. Okay, so we've got Die Dark Volume 3. This is a 7 Seas release. This is actually really nice condition too. And I'm also checking for condition. You know, I know that things have been going weird with production issues and everything like that. So I just want to make sure everything's okay. But Die Dark is a series by Q Hayashida. This is the same mangaka who did Dorohedoro. So I'm excited to read her work. I have not read Dorohedoro yet. And actually, now that I have 3 volumes of this, I'm debating whether to read it now and give it 3 volumes or wait till it's completed and go ahead and read Dorohedoro. I definitely want to read Dorohedoro. So this is a really nice release though. It has a lot of weight to it, and I love the cover. So it seems really cool. I really just need to bite the bullet and read it. Next up is Blue Giant Omnibus 4. So this is volume 7 and 8. If you have any inkling of a love of music or a feel-good story about determination, this manga is so underrated. It is so good. All of the characters are great, and it's just a real feel-good story about following your dreams and doing what you love. And I really, really think the artwork is some of the best artwork out there. If I could get an art book from this mangaka, oh, I would be all over it. So there's only one more omnibus after this. I already have it pre-ordered for a really good price. I just can't wait to have this completed in my series. I highly recommend you pick this up now because I have a very strong feeling that this series right here is going to get like 1 print and it's going to be gone forever. So pick this up. I don't see 7 Seas printing any more of these because I just don't think this is in such high demand. Next up in this package is Girl from the Other Side Volume 8. This actually just got a deluxe edition just announced, and I'm so jealous because I can't get it because I have the singles and I could sell it, but you know, I just don't know at this point. I'm still waiting on one volume, volume 6 or volume 5, until I can read the series. I have literally everything up to this point, so I need to either bite the bullet and read the scan so I can just read all 11, or wait for this volume to come out. I just don't know when 7 Seas is going to reprint it. I hope they fulfill my order soon so I can get reading on this series because man, if the man, the myth, the legend, the manga sloth keeps recommending this to me, I really need to read it. Last package. Alright, this is it for this box. This has been a fun unboxing. I have loved this box specifically and all the different stuff in here. Actually, the last 2 days, I just cannot wait. I've got a huge TBR stack, so many different series to read. I'm just so blessed to be able to have the opportunity to buy this manga and be able to enjoy so many different series at one time. Really grateful. Alright, last but not least, we have Full Metal Alchemist Volume 7. So this obviously, I'm continuing to pick these up from the Right Stuff Winter Sale. Hopefully they send more to me relatively soon. This is crackling. Why is it crackling so much? Maybe I gotta just open the spine. Okay, that's weird. Okay, put that over here. Oh, great. Okay, A School Frozen in Time Volume 4. This completes the series, so this is a series I'm definitely going to read in the next week. And it's basically a murder mystery. These kids get trapped in a school and somebody's dead and they have to figure something out. I think that's basically the story. If you recognize the artwork, this is the same mangaka who did Your Lie in April and the soccer one. So this seems really cool. I'm glad to have all 4 picked up by Vertical. I've been waiting for this one since December too. So I'm definitely going to be reading this, and maybe I'll do a review on this or put in my reading log. Last up is a series that I had just got caught up to date with last week, and that is To Your Eternity Volume 16. We are in the modern arc right now, and we have basically a bunch of new characters, a bunch of old characters. It's basically a new story. I kind of like the direction that it's going in, but I'm curious to see what this volume does. I will continue to pick this up. I love the manga cut. I really like the storytelling, and I like that they keep things new and fresh. Now, whether new and fresh leads to good and enjoyable is a different story, though. Has this overstayed its welcome, and has this gone in a weird direction? We're going to have to find out in this volume. But I am enjoying this, and I'm glad that I have a good set of this, considering how hard these volumes are to get now that the anime has been released to such high acclaim. Hi y'all, Prof here. It is Valentine's Day, and I got 2 more packages from Right Stuf. Like I said, this is a big Right Stuf month. I think this is it for Right Stuf, but I do have some more coming in. It just happened, okay? So let's start with the first package here. I'm super excited about this. This is a combination of stuff from the winter sale and then also some other stuff that I had picked up. So lift off here, and we have, if I can get this to go down. Oh, we have a huge stack of manga here, so let's take a look at what we got. Okay, phew. I had to get everything out of the box. I did check the condition. I also put things in order to make this a little bit faster. But first up, we have not 1, but 2 copies of Shino Can't Say Her Name. Did I mess up? Yeah, you bet your ass I did. I ordered 2 of these. My first time I've ever double bought a manga. I just got buried in the Right Stuf orders. I must have just forgot. Anyway, I'm going to keep the best copy and then go ahead and just sell the other one and, you know, cut my losses here. But, you know, and it's funny because apparently this isn't even a good Shuzo Ishimi manga, so there's that. So, yeah, I'm disappointed, but what can you say? It happens to everybody, I guess. Next up is a good chunk, actually the rest of what I needed of Ran in the Grey World. So we have volumes 3, volume 4, volume 5, and last but not least, to complete the series, is volume 7. So I had picked up volumes 1, 2, and 6 at a Books A Million, I don't know, about a month ago. Those volumes were out of stock on Right Stuf, and I picked up the rest here. So I'm super glad to have completed this series, and I do plan on reading this very, very soon. I really loved Aiki Irie's other work, Go By the Clouds, North by Northwest, so I can't wait to get into this one. Next up is Kaiji Gambling Apocalypse Omnibus number 3. This is a great release by Dempa. And so with this one, I plan on eventually reading it. This is on a sale, so I had to pick it up. But, you know, this is based off of Squid Games. I've heard great things about it. I love card games and Texas Hold'em. This seems like it's going to be right up my alley. I will eventually read this. Let me know down in the comments if I need to put this higher up on my TBR. And last but not least, we have 2 series here. We have Inside Mari, volumes 1 to 8, and that's all that's out right now. Volume 9 gets released in a couple months from now. And then we also have Happiness, volumes 1 to 10, with the exception of 6. So I'm still waiting on that. Both of these were on sale during the Right Stuf winter sale. This completes my Shuzo Ishimi collection. So I actually have everything that he's ever released. I can't wait to get into these 2. For some reason, they're like underrated dark horses. Apparently people love these 2, but you know, everybody knows Flowers of Evil and everybody knows Blood on the Tracks. But I'm super excited to have these. I just need that volume 6 of Happiness. All right, and we have one more big box here. So here we go with the last one. Move this out of the way, show you guys what we got in here. If I can lift it up. And that's what we have in the box. Let me take everything out and I'll show you what we got. So as you can see here, I picked up My Hero Academia volumes 1 to 29 with several volumes missing here or there. The thing with this one is this is on the Right Stuff sale. I had to pull the trigger because it was a really great price. I actually had volumes 1 to 15. It was one of the first manga I'd ever bought back in 2019. I sold it off. I regretted it, especially after the 5th season of the anime. People were saying the manga is really picking up. Things are going well for the manga, and I didn't really like the direction of the anime. I was hoping Right Stuff would put these back on sale so I can grab it, and they did. I was so lucky, so I'm glad to have gotten these for about $5 a piece, and it'll be a nice thing to have in my collection again. And last but not least, we do have some straggler things in here, some extra things that came in a little bit early. So, Black Clover Volume 28, super underrated Shonen Jump title. Every time that Black Clover is in my order, I just snatch it up and read it as fast as I can. I love the direction that this shonen is going in, and it's really, really good. I highly, highly recommend this one. Next up is another ongoing Shonen Jump manga that I absolutely adore. That is Dr. Stone Volume 20. This can't come out fast enough, and it's almost ending, and it's making me sad. This arc that it's in right now is so good. It is so good. If you don't know what's going on after the Stone Wars, the 2nd season of the anime, man, you gotta read up on Dr. Stone. Not only is the artwork absolutely incredible, but the storyline is great, and it's only getting better volume by volume. Next up is Go With The Clouds, North by Northwest. I had just talked about this one. This is a straggler volume that I needed. Actually, it was volume 1. So now I am up to date with the series. So I'm glad to have this. I did read the scan for this, and that's what got me hooked on the series. So now I have all of them in my collection. And last but not least is an actual anime movie. I love anime movies, and if you have any anime movie recommendations down in the comments, let me know, because I love buying, collecting, and storing anime movies. I'm a big anime original person. I don't watch a lot of anime, but when I do, it has to be source material anime. Anime movies are no exception. It's one of my favorite things to do when I just have some time to kill. And this is Josie the Tiger and the Fish. And this looks like an absolutely beautiful, heartwarming tale. You got this girl in the wheelchair, and then this boy who looks like he's just befriending her and taking care of her. Seems super wholesome. I actually heard really good things about this. It's one of the highest rated movies on my anime list, and I'm glad to finally have the Blu-ray in my possession. So this will be watched within the next week. Hello all of my otaku friends. It's sometime in the middle of February and I just got another package. This was a total unexpected impulse buy. This is from Japan, and there's some Japanese manga in here, and these are the physical copies of the scans of 2 series that I read, and I just wanted to have them in my collection. So let's take a look, and hopefully the condition is okay. And just so you guys know, this was shipped via FedEx, and I ordered it on February 13th, and I know the date now. It's February 16th. It came in 3 days. So really, really awesome. If you are ordering from eBay, I don't know how some other sellers are, but this one obviously did air travel, so it really worked out well. Okay, here we go. So we have 2 volumes here. We have spin-off series of GTO's franchise. This is GTR, and this is basically a side story mainly based on Ryuji, and the acronym stands for Great Transporter Ryuji. And so it's basically him on this hijinks with this girl who is trying to do some sort of like Ponzi scheme scam type of thing, and he's riding a motorcycle. So it seems really, it was pretty interesting. The scan sucked. The artwork is great, and it was a pretty good story. I remember reading this and going, I would be down to have this shelled out as like a 3-volume series. Last but not least is a prequel to the prequel. This is Bad Company. And what this is this is GTO in middle school. So we've got GTO of the early years, which is them in high school. This is them in middle school. This is actually how Onizuka and Ryuji meet in middle school and how they become the duo. And then it's also their interaction with the Midnight Angels before the stuff that transpires in GTO, and basically how they got included into the motorcycle world. So yeah, really interesting series. And another thing that's really cool about this release, which is another reason why I got this, was it comes with a really cool poster. And so this is really sick, and I'm going to try to decide whether if I can get this out safely and frame it. Hi y'all, it's February 27th and the last day of this mega manga unboxing. I'm glad that it's over. So without further ado, let's get started. We have a bunch of packages here, and we also have a package from a new company, cheapmanga.com. They have great prices on used and overstock manga, so I'm curious to see how that goes. And I also have two packages from Amazon, and it's the same manga. I'll get into that story here right now. So I bought this first volume of this manga on Amazon from a third party. They sent it to me, but it got marked as undelivered. But they put it in my mailbox. So, of course, I was dumb. I didn't check my mailbox that day. Instead, I went ahead and just reordered another one. So then I found this in my mailbox, but I was able to get a refund from the company because they said it was undelivered. So I have a volume of this manga for free, and that is BL Metamorphosis Volume 1. This is really cool. This is about this older lady here, and she creates this friendship with this girl, and their connecting thing is BL manga. So it's their journey together exploring BL manga and creating this really heartwarming slice of life relationship. Super excited to get into it. I heard really great things about it from Tony Reed's Manga, but looking at the condition here, it looks very good. No problems with the spine. We have an overstock thing here, but a little bit of yellowing here on the sides, but not too bad. Love the artwork. Looks super cool. But yeah, I'm glad to have this one. Let's see what the other one looks like. The scary thing about this package is that I'm trying not to cut the book. I was afraid I was going to cut it. Alright, here we go. This is bad packaging here. This is gross. It's all sticky stuff, no protection. Okay, here we go. We have the second volume, Via Metamorphosis Volume 1, and the overstock is on the bottom here. But other than that, no problem. A little bit of scuffing here at the top, so I'll probably go ahead and keep this one right here, this first one, and I'll probably just sell the second copy. Next up is one small thing from Amazon. Let's show you what it is. Perfect. Okay, so this is a Blu-ray movie. This is Paprika by Satoshi Kon. I have watched Tokyo Godfathers. I have read almost all of his manga, and I also have Millennium Actress and Perfect Blue on order from Right Stuff. Hopefully they send it to me soon. And so this was the last thing I needed to kind of help encapsulate my experience with Satoshi Kon. I've heard great things about this movie. I love his stuff. It's super unique. Would you say it's avant-garde? I don't really think so, but it is quite different in the anime and manga industry, so I highly recommend you check him out. He's definitely starting to become one of my favorite people in this industry. You know, rest in peace. I wish he was here to continue to create amazing stuff for us. And last but not least is from cheapmanga.com. Now, I ordered a bunch of books from them, and then they sent me a follow-up email refunding me on one of those books. I have not seen the refund on my account. They didn't even tell me what book they refunded, so we're going to find out if I actually got my order or not. So that's already my first pet peeve. So let's see what we got. Okay, packaging on the inside looks pretty good. Nice, a lot of wrapping paper here. Okay, so let's pull this out. Ah, okay, and they circled it on here. Okay, so it looks like they're missing volume 4 of Blank Canvas. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually one that I can deal with, so that's good. All right, hopefully I get the credit back. I'll check my bank account. Let me show you guys what I got. Okay, first up is 2 more volumes of My Boy. So this is volumes 4 and 5. The overstock is here, so not too bad. There's some slight yellowing on here, but overall, and then there's a little ding in the corner of volume 5. But overall, the condition is great. I've basically been slowly collecting these because these are vertical releases. They're expensive. This is a series I don't know anything about, but I've heard really good things about it. It's a drama with an older lady and a younger boy, and she's like a caretaker figure for him, but there's like more like drama stuff to that. It seems really interesting. I've heard good things about it. This is a 9-volume series, so I think I'll pick up the rest on Right Stuff when the last one is released, the last volume, and there's a vertical sale. So yeah, halfway through the series. Next up is volumes 2, 3, and 4 of BL Metamorphosis. So now all I'm missing is volume 5, which I did pick up on Right Stuff. It was in stock. It was the only volume of BL Metamorphosis in stock, and that completes my series. So I hope that they send that to me very soon. The overstock marks on this are not too bad, and it looks like the condition is really nice. I love these spines, by the way. They're super, super pretty. So yeah, I'm glad to have this series, and I was able to collect it so cheaply between these volumes, which were, I think, on cheap manga, these go for like $6 a piece, or maybe it's $5 to $6. So it's super, super cheap. And then, you know, Right Stuff, I got the discount. And then actually the most expensive one was volume 1, but I'm going to end up selling my other copy of volume 1. So it looks like I'll get this for half off. So to collect the series for roughly $6 a volume is really, really nice. Super happy. And last but not least is a manga that I've heard a lot of people talk about recently, and an artist a mangaka that I have not gotten into yet. This is Blank Canvas, and so this is volumes 1, 2, 3. They did not have volume 4. I'm gonna have to figure out how to pick that up, and they also didn't have volume 5. So those are the last 2 that I need of the series to complete it. But this is an autobiographical work of Akiko Higashimura's story from high school to her beginning of her professional career as a mangaka. So this seems super interesting. It has amazing ratings on my anime list, so I can't wait to get into this one. The artwork seems super, super nice. I like the way the paneling looks so far on this. So this is one I will finish trying to collect this hopefully in the next couple of weeks, and then I'll go ahead and give it a read, hopefully next month. And that is it for my manga haul this month. What a month. Hopefully it calms down so I can get to reading. I have read a lot this month too. I can't wait to show you guys in my reading log, and it's going to be a great time. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, tap that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know when more of my videos come out, and I will see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.